Hey there, internet people. It's Bo again. Tonight, we're going to talk about me. Kind of. Not really, though, but a little bit. After every video now, I get somebody going like, dude, who are you? You know, they hear my voice and they hear what I say, and there's that contradiction between what I say and what they expect me to say, and they want to know the story. Now, some people, they're just curious, and that's cool. Other people want to kind of weigh how much trust to put in what I say, so they want to know my backstory. And you know, there's a story. Everybody's got one. And some of the things that we've talked about, I am an authority on, as in, like, I get paid to talk about them. But that's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. You know, a lot of people are trying to figure out whether or not to trust what I say. Don't. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. That's a big problem. That obedience to authority, that submission to authority. This person is an authority figure. They're a trusted source, so we're going to believe what they say. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know, we've all got that one friend, or maybe a family member we can't politely delete, that shares stuff that is obviously false on Facebook. What do you put in the comment section? Sometimes, you know, some people put that hashtag, fake news. Odds are, though, you probably say check your sources. See, it's that subtle. That obedience to authority, that submission to authority, it is that subtle. Check your sources. You're not actually saying the fact is wrong. What you're saying is, this authority isn't any good. Go to a different one. Trust them to give you your information. Don't do that. Don't do that. Check your facts. Check your facts. And then once you check your facts, run them through the filters. You know, you've got the fact filter. You've got that, is this piece of information true? And then you got the logic filter that you kick in right behind it. Is just because this fact is true, is what they're trying to portray true? And then you run it through the moral and ethical filters. Okay, so what they're trying to portray is true, but the action, that subtle hint of an action that they want me to take, is that moral and ethical? A lot of bad things have happened in history because people didn't do that. I mean, that's how we wound up in the Iraq War. You know, we had a bunch of people with good resumes stand up there and say, here, this is true. Check our sources. Nobody checked the facts. A lot of people died. That obedience to authority, that submission to authority is deadly. It can be deadly. You know, there was a dude named Milgram back in the 60s, I think. He conducted these experiments. And what he found out, short version, was that about 60% of us, 6 out of 10 people watching this video right now, would torture and electrocute somebody because a dude in a lab coat holding a clipboard told him to. Now, he conducted that experiment over and over again, because the first time he did it, he's like, there's no way this could be right, because when they did the predictions, they thought it would be about 3%. Turned out to be 60, and they did it over and over and over again. And the average in the U.S., I think it was 61% in the U.S. and 66% outside of it. That's terrifying. Now, he was trying to figure out how the Holocaust happened. That submission to authority, that looking for an authority figure, that trying to figure out who to trust. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You know, that's one of the coolest things about the comments section to me, is every once in a while I run across one of those comments that says, I love every video you've done except this one. Good. Good. I like you. You know why? Because if I'm sitting in a chair, you're not going to shock me. You ran it through a filter. You don't like it. Fine. That's cool. I don't want you to think like me. I want you to think for yourself. And in that regard, my story, and yeah, there have been comments that I've made that have probably given some of it away. But my story isn't that important. my resume is not that important. It doesn't matter. Does not matter, because ideas stand or fall on their own. If Einstein walked out and said, hey, the sun is a giant flashlight, doesn't mean the sun is a giant flashlight. Don't trust your sources. Trust your facts and trust yourself. Just something to think about. Just a thought. Y'all have a good night.